Maybe too high. Hey guys, I'm just figuring out angling. I think you're too high still. I'm gonna bring you down a little bit. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, you're gonna get dizzy for a second. Close your eyes if you're motion sensitive. Wait a second. Don't mind my Schweppes box that I use for there we go. Okay, well, it's good enough. All right, I'm gonna sit down so I'm in frame. Okay. Hey everybody. Mel from Melsdivination. Today's Witchy Wednesday, so I decided to go live. I'm a hot mess. Excuse me for being a hot mess. I decided to go live instead of filming because this is just a little bit easier, and if anybody is watching, they can ask questions while I'm doing it. I was due to refresh my money bowl, so I decided to gather all my stuff, which is why I was like why I'm scattered, and put it together and share it with all of you. So that's what I'm doing today. So I'm going to show you all the stuff I have. And I do have to give credit where credit is due. Originally, I heard about this idea a long time ago from the Witch of Wonderlust, Olivia. I do my own version of it, but I did link her in the description box. Just I don't like to steal people's ideas when it comes to not giving them credit. So she gave me this idea and I just kind of turned it into my own. And I know there's money bowls out there as well. So I'm going to show you my materials that I have here. I have matches. I have an anointing oil of abundance. I have 1 bay leaf, 1 cinnamon stick, 2 ginger candies to eat while I'm doing this to increase the potency, 1 money mist. Now, if you're wondering where I got these from, it's from Art of the Root. I'm not affiliated with them, but they're pretty awesome. 1 spicy cinnamon stick from Fred and Souls, which is my favorite place to get incense. Spicy cinnamon incense, not stick. I'll explain why I have everything in a minute. Another bottle with a bunch of mixed money oils together. Clear quartz. My money bowl. Incense for money. It actually is called Attracts Money. The St. Patrick's Day coins I got from the Dollar Tree. Then I have different crystals. I have pyrite, which is fool's gold. I have aventurine. I have hematite. I have some green sea glass. And I don't remember what this one is, but it's another green crystal. I have so many little crystals that I got like a long time ago, and I wasn't good about labeling them, so I'm not sure what that one is. I have a green plate, a green pillar candle from Dollar Tree that I poked some holes in, and then I have money. Okay, so we're going to go through this together. This is just what I would be doing if I was by myself in doing it, so I'm just going to walk you through it. And I'm going to explain why I'm doing what I'm doing as I'm doing it, okay? First of all, we want to start with incense. Incense is big because you want to set the tone. You want to attract what you're working on, right? You want to attract the thing, whatever that thing is. And for this, it's money. What is the concept of a money bowl? If you've never heard of the concept of a money bowl, first of all, I definitely recommend going and watching Olivia's video because she did an awesome job and I won't be able to do it justice. But basically, this is kind of like a change bowl in your home. But instead of it being just change, you put loose money in and out of it. And you put stuff in and out and in and out. And the main concept behind it is with this money that is flowing in and out, it represents your actual like bankroll and the money that's coming into you. You don't have to put a lot, but the money that you're trying to manifest, or the money that you want to keep it flowing, keep the money flowing, keep the money flowing is the main concept of it. Now, why cinnamon? Cinnamon represents speed, but it also represents abundance and wealth. So that's why I have a cinnamon stick and a cinnamon incense. And then I have this money incense that I really don't like the smell of, but for the purpose of this spell work, I'm going to use it. So I'm just I tried to set everything up so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I will hold things up where I can. So I'm just going to light the incense to get it started. Now this incense, if you've never bought any incense from Fred Souls, I always say Fred and, but I don't think it's Fred and, it's Fred Souls. They're it's resin incense. So it's different than your typical. See, I have a big flame going here and it still hasn't even, there we go. It just started to smoke. So now I got two. I got my cone incense and I got my stick incense. I want to work with my cone incense first because the stick incense will last a lot longer. So, sorry, I dropped a bay leaf. Okay. So, cone incense. What am I doing with the cone incense? And be careful. Put it on a holder, which I will be doing in a minute, but because it's still burning at the top, it's okay. I'll give you guys a little bit of attracting money incense. And what I'm doing is I already washed these because I've been using them before for money bowls, and I had gotten some kind of incense and stuff on there. So I'm just cleansing this with the money attracting incense. Now, this is not my favorite one. I prefer Freya's Fortune or money drawing. Freya's Fortune, I get it from the Coven's Cottage when they have it. But when I went this year, they didn't. And every time I check their website, they don't have it. So it's kind of annoying. And there's not much I can do about it. So I'm making do as I can. Hex does have some good ones. It's also based in Salem. And I found that one good too. So I'm just cleansing the material that I'm working with today with attraction money incense to bring in money. I'm going to put that up here for you guys for now. And then I'm going to take my stick incense and do the same exact thing I just did. Oh, I also forgot to cleanse my crystals. Oh my goodness. Hold on, stick incense. I don't usually walk people through this, which is why I'm a little I didn't write any notes down because this is something I do regularly. So I also want to cleanse and smudge. So I have the cone right here. The crystals that I'm going to be using to bring in that energy. I have no idea how long I'm going to be on here for. It's #replay. I'm literally just doing this until I'm done. Okay, so there's that. And now I'm going to use the stick incense. So with that, again, I'm going to start with my crystals. I'm going to put them in the smoke. I don't know if you can see, but there is smoke coming up here. And then the hematite. And the sea glass. If you don't know where to get sea glass, you can go walk along the ocean. You can go to Etsy. It's not necessary. I'm going to go over the ingredients, like why I picked everything in a little bit, but I'm just cleansing first before I really get going. So now I'm putting the stick incense inside the bowl. I'm doing all sides. And I'm going to have a ginger candy. Ginger speeds up your spell work, and it makes it stronger. So it's always good to eat a piece of ginger or have a piece of ginger candy while you're doing magic. I'm doing the plate in it. And then my candle. Now you can do this however you wish. You can use a different incense. You can use, I'm just putting the incense over there now because it's a lot. You can use a different incense. You can use a different candle. You can use different herbs. You can use whatever you want. My next step is I'm going to prep with my spray and my oil. I want to do like my basic like setup first before I start adding things. So I'm just spraying some money mist. On everything. Okay. So there's that. And then now I have my money oil. Now this was, I had a blend of oils like this that were like half empty, that were money, that were like money drawing, fast cash, fast luck, things like that. And there's actually, I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, you probably can't. In the very bottom, there's a teeny tiny piece of pyrite right there. Do you see it sparkling? Right. It's right there. There's a little chunk of it. And I didn't even realize that until I just shook it up. So pyrite isn't very expensive. It's fool's gold. It's considered fool's gold. And it represents gold. It's not actual gold, but it represents gold. So I'm just adding 3 drops to each hole that I created in my candle. And the abundance oil, I'm not putting the big oil in the actual bowl. The abundance oil, I'm going to add a tiny drop of abundance oil. Okay. And then these oils are all okay to touch. I'm just going to rub the outside of it and rub the plate. And that's all I'm doing. Just anointing them just a little bit. Next, I'm going to light my candle. Now that it's been charged with stuff. Where did I put my matches? There they are. And then we can start assembling. And if you're wondering why I use matches, for one, they're not as bad for the environment. But also because they are more natural, I tend to connect with them better when I'm using them, if I can. I don't always have matches on hand. It's only when I can. So we'll put this guy. No, we'll put this guy over here where you guys can see him. All right. So now I'm going to take my money bowl and I put it on a plate because I will put things around the plate. And this is pretty deep. This is actually, if you're wondering where I got this from, it's literally a candle jar that I cleaned out. This plate I got from the Dollar Tree a long time ago, and I wanted a bowl to match it, and I never found one. So until I find one that I feel it doesn't have to be this big. It can be like a cereal bowl. But until I find one that it fits what I'm looking for, every time I go to Dollar Tree, I look, and I don't always see one. This is a good time of year, though, to look for green bowls because it's springtime. So you might be able to find some if you look. Now let's talk about what I'm doing, why I have what I have. So bay leaf basically brings in wishes, what you're wishing for, what you're hoping for, what you're putting out there. My intent with this is to bring in finances, but also so that money flows. So constant money flowing to me, constant money flowing out of me, because I need to be able to pay my bills. I need to be able to support myself, the business, and to be able to give to people in need if necessary. But also I need to sustain myself as well. So the concept to this is you add money when I have a ton of change, like coins next to me. It was full of coins. What happened was I let it go stagnant. And if you're doing a money bowl, you don't want to do that because your money can actually go stagnant. You can stop seeing the movement of your money. It can slow down money coming in. So you don't want to do that. The point of this is to bring in abundance. So what I'm going to do to start is I'm actually putting the candle in the middle for now. And it's in glass for a reason. I do it in glass because I don't want it to burn. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a burn mark here. because I did it without glass before. That was a mistake. So you don't want to do that. Well, the bunnies are outside, but I want to focus on this for now. Cinnamon stick, again, for speed, abundance, and wealth. So I'm just going to add them around. And then the sea glass is really just a natural piece of the land that I live near, and it represents the color green. So anything green or gold or silver would probably be okay to use with this, okay? Unless yeah. So this is just a chunk of sea glass that I'm going to drop in. This was one of my very first crystals I ever got. This is green adventurine. So that's a good one for bringing in money. Hematite is attracting. I have a hematite ring on. Hematite is an attracting crystal. So think of it like a magnet. It does attract things. It absorbs things. It also absorbs negative energy. So if there's any negative energy that comes to this, it will protect me from that. All right. And then my little chunk of pyrite. I don't remember how much any of these were. I've had them for so long. And then this green guy who I have no idea who he is. So if any of you watching know what this is, let me know. I could bring it into like a local shop and ask. I'm just lazy. So yeah, let me know. I have no idea what that is. Then I'm going to add my bay leaf, but this was a fresh bay leaf. My mother got some kind of special wreath for Christmas, and it was made out of bay leaves. Her house smelled amazing, and she pulled them when it died, because it was fresh bay leaves. When it died, she pulled them all apart and she dried them all, and then she saved a bunch for me because she knew. She was like, "Do you need any bay leaves?" Yeah, you cook with them, but I was like, "Yeah, they're really good for spell work." So she gave me a whole bag. So that was very awesome of her. And then now I'm going to add in some gold coins. Now, yes, it's fake, but it's the representation. Okay. So you can get like fake money from Dollar Tree if you want. Like in the kids section, they may have some fake money, like play money. They might have some like dollars, and like I've been looking and I haven't seen any yet, but if I see some, I'm actually going to be going to the Dollar Tree on Friday, not for a witchy haul. And if I see some, I'll probably post it in the community tab. I will be grabbing some. So these are just, oh, this is cute. They say 4-leaf clover for good luck on them. I don't know if you can still get them at the Dollar Tree, but these are to bring in gold, to represent gold and wealth. And now is the rest of the part. So then you add the rest. Now, why did I have the crystal quartz? I had the crystal quartz to amplify. Crystal quartz, I'm not going to put it in it because I use this for a lot of other things and I'm going to have to cleanse it, but to amplify the intentions of what I'm doing. So as I'm doing this, my intention is for the income to flow, for money to flow to me so that I can give money to where it belongs. Money to flow to me so that I can give it to where it belongs. Now, this isn't the only part of this spell. I'm supposed to interact with this on a regular basis. One of the reasons why I had a hard time keeping up with it in the past was I don't really work with cash. I'm noticing this is lagging, so I'm going to try to wrap this up before it drops me. I don't really work with cash normally, but I've started to do that again, to work with cash. So actually, I want to put this cash, there we go, in the smoke too. So I've started to do that again. And so all I have is a 10, a 5, and a 1 because it's what I had. Do not make yourself crazy over this. Put stuff in that you have, and that's that. Like, don't go nuts. You could even put a magnet in here to attract. So I'm just putting one representation of every coin. And Olivia in hers, she added coins from foreign places. I think because she wanted to travel or because she had traveled. I don't remember the reason. But if you have that and you're interested in something like that, feel free to do that. I just don't. I don't have any. So I'm just doing a penny, a nickel, a dime, a quarter. One of each. And that is it. Now, the main piece of this is after the fact. So now that I've done this, what I will do also is I will probably write myself some kind of little petition. I will add more stuff around the outside as time goes by. I will probably put salt around it too, just for protection purposes. And I might grab a piece of cedar and put it in here. The goal with this is it needs to be active. It can't just sit. So if you make one and you know you don't work with cash, that's going to be hard. And that's what I did to myself. So you need to be feeding it. You can feed it with cash. You can feed it with other crystals to keep the energy going. You can wake it up with incense. You could do another candle. It doesn't have to be like this. It can be a small chime candle around the outside as well. It doesn't have to be this big one. Okay? So anything like that, putting it in, taking it out, putting it in, taking it out. Keeping it active is where the spell is going to work the most. And besides that, that's all I got for you. So I'm going to hop off. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Feel free to comment if you have any questions. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.